And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we're back with another one. Today, we have an epic VeVe live stream for y'all. We have Coca Cola. So let's dive into the details. This is the Coca Cola Snow Globe. It's a blind box format, so I'm really excited about this one. If you guys are able to complete the set for this one, I think it's going to be legendary. So we got $30 for the list price. Originally, it was $50 if you guys checked the Medium article right away. But they changed it to make it a little bit more affordable, which I thought was a great idea. $29, 30 bucks basically for the blind box. The common, there's 13,888 editions. And the common is one of the most popular ones, I think. It has the actual iconic polar bear on it. So that's the one I'm going for. Trying to get a low mint, trying to stack up a couple duplicates at least. Then we have the uncommon, 10,888 editions. This is a pretty solid one. You got the 3 Coke bottles, I think 4 maybe. And then we have one of my favorites, the rare. This is one with the neon Coca Cola sign in it. 7,888 editions. And then we have the secret rare. As you guys noticed, we skipped the ultra rare today. Don't know what that means exactly, but I'm sure there's a little surprise later on. We got 1,886 editions. Now, the reason why they did 1886, if you get that last edition, it's going to be big time. It says on May 8th, 1886, Dr. John Pemberton served the world's first Coca Cola. So if you get that last edition, I think it's going to be iconic for sure. How we doing, everybody? Join the chat. We got Willow Kid in the building. December, how we doing, fam? We got Punch live in 2. Brennan in the building. How we doing? How we doing? What's your guys' strategy today? We're going for the full set. Just grabbing a couple of them. How we feeling today? We do have the legendary, Mickey and the Steamboat dropping in a few more days. So that's the one I'm really gearing up for. I'm really going to try to complete that set. I couldn't stop dreaming about this drop last night. It's hilarious. As soon as I saw the snow globes, I thought instantly, I was like, wow, you know what? Instantly, the common stood out to me. I thought even the rare stood out to me. I would love to have that Coca Cola sign with the trees in the background. I'm just thinking instantly. I know everybody thought about putting the snow globe in the showroom, but my mind's kind of different. I felt like instantly, I was like, wow, the showroom's going to look amazing in the snow globe. And so what I meant by that is hopefully we can enlarge these snow globes as big as we can. And it's not like just a small ones. Because sometimes, like we saw, I think it was with the Wonder Woman set and maybe even the Decon mascot set, they're only really small. It was some kind of bug to where it couldn't let you enlarge it. So hopefully with the snow globes, they let us enlarge it as large as we can. And then we can put them actually in our showroom, or I'm sorry, our showroom in the snow globe. With the snow animating, I think that's going to look amazing. Jerry, how we doing, fam? I did not. I was going to actually, you know what? Instead of my coffee, I forgot to do it. I should have brought a Coca Cola. I said I was going to do it too for the drop. I forgot to go get one. I usually don't drink soda. Colton Road. I try not to drink soda. Soda is like one of my weaknesses. I'm glad my parents don't buy it. I try not to buy it when I'm at the store. Do a pretty solid job staying away from it, but here and there, I love having a soda. It's one of my things that I could drink any kind of soda. I love it, but I don't really drink it. Joe T in the building. How we doing, fam? Roman. There's a rumor the Steamboat will contribute to burning Omi. Would you know what the rumor is about? I don't think there's any rumor, or at least I didn't hear a rumor about that. I know the Steamboat is animated though, so maybe people were thinking that since it's animated, it's Mickey Mouse, it's gonna sell out quickly, sell a lot of resales in the marketplace. So I'm sure that's gonna burn a lot of Omi. Going for a comment, it's a secret rare in my eyes, and that's the thing. I mean, exactly. I have it snowing in the showroom, Brendan. The thing that I like, Tay said, going for a common, it's a secret rare in my eyes. A lot of times, VeVe likes to make the common the most sought after, right? The most popular will end up being that common. So that's why I always thought low mint commons were going to be huge. Don't drink soda, JD. Yeah, soda's bad for sure. It's one of my weaknesses, that's for sure. I love having like a cherry Coke, cherry Dr. Pepper, probably some of the worst kinds for you too, the dark soda. But I really don't drink it much. Everyone's staying away from uncommons like the plague. I think uncommons are kind of being slept on for that exact reason. They may be a little bit of a longer hold. I don't think they're going to appreciate, 10x, next day. But I think even with the comics, for example, I know for me, I'm a huge fan of the common comics, but I don't think the uncommon comics or collectibles should be as cheap as they are either. So I think there's a lot of room for them to grow. I stocked up on a couple uncommon stamps. I'm not telling you guys to do it. I just, I'm going to tell you the reasons why I did it. is because I saw the common stamps more expensive than the uncommon. And to me, that makes no sense. I know a lot of times the commons are more popular. For example, I think Wonder Woman in that set, I would rather have the Wonder Woman. I don't have that full set. I only have the Wonder Woman. So I think it all depends on each set. Sometimes the commons are more popular and more sought after, but sometimes it's kind of that group mentality that we see taking place. Now we see every collectible is almost, the commons are more expensive. So I think there's some opportunities in there for sure. Brendan. Yep, absolutely. I mean, December, you just hit the great point right there. Market is on sale, 12 days of Christmas. Here we come. And it's one of those things where if you don't think you're going to be able to afford, that Mickey Mouse set, you don't think you're going to be able to get lucky on a drop, now's the time to buy in the market. I mean, if anybody has saved up some gems and they were looking to get some deals in the market, waiting for a good opportunity. Again, this is not financial advice. Nothing I say is ever financial advice. But, there is good opportunities right now in the market. In the end, the amount matters, so uncommons are fine. Yeah, I would say so, Punch. I think it matters about the amount of additions, but also the how important that brand is, right? So I think if you can get the two to do like the 2 and 2 together, pretty big, important brand, and you see an uncommon that's kind of being slept on, I think that's the gold mine right there. Cryptocurrency Scarface, how we doing, fam? I'm doing well. Dubes in the house. VeVe, don't make it hard to dislike the uncommons. They're always the worst of the lot. I mean, I think they try to make the commons the most popular for sure. And, David's talked about this. The secret rares, they're going to have value inherently just because of how scarce they are. Anytime you have something with only, 100 editions, 200 editions, 500, doesn't really matter what it is, right? Just we see it going on OpenSea right now. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a one of one, people get hype about it, right? It could be, I don't want to even shout them out because it's going to seem like I'm talking bad about their brand or whatever. But, there's a lot of stuff on OpenSea right now that's, just because it's a one of one, that scarcity, even if it's not a big brand or whatever the case is, random NFT, it could be popular because of the scarcity. So has that inherent value. I believe David said the rare is the one to own. Did he say that? I'm not positive if that's what he said. I agree. 20% almost 20% off almost everything in the market right now. Unbelievable. Good morning, Tony. I think they are all animated, dudes. I'm going to show you guys the post that David. Shout out to David. Just put a post on his Instagram. I'm going to go through it real quick. So this is the one right here. I think it looks amazing. Could you imagine that blowing up now and having your showroom inside of there? I think would just look amazing. My nails are kind of getting long. I just saw that in the thing. I got to cut them. Yeah, see, Roman, this is the only unfortunate part. I mean, we have a lot of drops happening right now. So I think if we had a drought and we didn't have that many drops, I think Deadpool would actually do really well. But I think it's just on the kind of the back burner right now because we have so many drops happening. I mean, big drops too. Coca Cola, Mickey Mouse. I'm sure more coming too. Roman said, dang, I bought several Deadpools and now I'm stuck with them. About half the price I bought. A shame. We'll hodl till the floor rises again. And that's why it's so important to get what you love. So a perfect example of this was I bought the briefcase for $100, right, the other day, and we see it at 60, $70. I could have waited until now to buy it. I mean, I probably did think it was going to dip. I didn't think it was going to dip that far. I thought it would maybe dip around like 80, $85, somewhere over retail at least. But I was okay with paying $100 because I absolutely love James Bond, and I want to lock that set up quickly as fast as I could, as long as the price was somewhat reasonable. Just because I love that set. I'm not even looking at the price because I'm not looking to sell it. I only did get one. I may get a second one, like now that the floor is super, super low. I think it could double eventually. But also, I wanted to make sure I locked that set in case there are any kind of benefits down the road. The first X amount of people who locked that set in. We saw it happen with the serial killers. So that's why I think it's so important these days, especially, to focus on what you guys love. Don't just go after something because I'm a fan of it. Don't just go after something because you hear everybody talking about it. Take in everything what everybody has to say, but always come up with your own gut decisions. And when you go after things that you collect, things that you really, really like, it helps so much in case the price does dip. Like what Roman's saying, I mean, Deadpool kind of did dip, but if he's a fan of Deadpool, he's okay with holding it, until the floor rises. It doesn't feel like he gets stuck with that bag. Yeah, absolutely. During a gem squeeze, best bet is to buy older collectibles, not new stuff. Facts, Brendan. And see, that's something I think that you're catching on too, being here with all your experience now. Um, you can really start to help other people just joining in. I mean, that's one of the biggest things. I think Brock was big on it too. Brock was always talking about how the time to buy is really for the new drops, the older stuff. So like if spend all your gems on this new stuff, it's probably gonna be high because the hype is inflating all the prices right on this Coca Cola drop. So if you have the gems for it and really want it, that's okay. But if you don't really have that many gems and you're looking for a way to kind of stack or increase your gem bag, now is the time, I think, not financial advice, to go back in the market and look at some older collectibles. It's so important to also study the market so you see what some prices were at before. Maybe you saw the FA Joker up at like $600-700, and maybe it's down to $400 right now, 350, whatever the price is. I'm not sure right now. But if it looks like a good opportunity, it might be one. Because anything that was up there in price just before this little gem squeeze will most likely go back up there. Ooh, J.O., this is a tough one. Should I sell Disney Avengers logo for a collectible with like 400 editions? It's tough. Like I would say everybody's different. Now, if you like, I'll give an example. And this is why it's hard to answer this question as like an overlay every single time. It all depends on everybody's situation. Say you have every Disney set besides that Avengers logo. I would probably say no. Then I would probably say, get that Avengers logo or hold on to it if that's, going to complete your set of all the Disney moments, because I think that'll be huge. But if you're someone that say has two Avengers logo, or you only have one, but you don't have many of the other Disney moments that don't really mean much to you, or you have one of the other ones that mean more to you, maybe this could be a good bet then. Maybe sell that Avengers logo, grab something with, extreme limited amount of editions, but it all depends what that is. If it was, say, nothing against the Myrmicornos, I have the full set, but say if it's like, I'm just using an example that probably won't happen, but just so you understand. Say if the Myrmicornos, the ultra rare comes out with 400 editions, right? Series 2. I would still probably say keep that Avengers logo because, 400 edition Myrmicorno, even though it's the scarcity is there, it may not have that importance of brand value as, say, a Disney Avengers logo in gold, So it all depends on what that 400 edition collectible, I think, is, or comic. How do you think Steamboat really drop will affect Walt prices, if any? It all depends, I think. We have to see that Medium article. I think it'll say first edition. I do think it'll say first edition. I don't think it'll say FA of Mickey because they've even came out and said the FA of Mickey is that partner statue. And I think once that happens and people start to really understand that, okay, the first appearance actually is the partner statue, maybe we do see a big increase in the partner statue. I don't know how many people have enough gems to, pay $15K for it. But maybe the people, who've been buying them all, like shout out to the whales out there, maybe they, end up doubling down. Instead of having 100, they end up trying to get 200 because they know this is the first appearance of Mickey. If that's the case, I could see partner statue going to like 20K. Awesome. Yeah, this would be awesome. Punch might be like you shake the phone and just like a real snow globe, it starts to move. I was thinking more so there might be like a button. It could be the shake the phone. That'd be an awesome little little tease or a little surprise type thing. But I was thinking more so that Coca Cola button on the front there. I'll show you guys what they look like. These are all the Coca Cola drops. Just focus up for me one time. There it is. So those are my two favorite down at the bottom. So that Coca Cola button kind of looks like to me that it could be like pressable or something like that. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is some kind of shakeable aspect to it. I've heard some other people in the community talk about that. I could see that happening. Also, another thing about Deadpool I was thinking about, shout out to Craig. Craig is another person in the community that actually brought this up to me. I heard someone else talk about this, but he was the one who really messaged me and really started asking me about it, if I knew anything about it or, told me his thoughts on it. So shout out to Craig, man. I mean, he's the one who brought up accessories and Deadpool, and so it really made me think like, yeah, I could definitely see this actually being a thing because the VeVe's talked about how they're going to roll out accessories right soon. So what if it was a little Easter egg? I'm not confirming this. I have no idea if this is actually accurate or not, but it just made me think and really did some, looking at these collectibles. And Deadpool's in his actual full suit in all the poses, right? And all the poses besides one have an accessory, a sweater or a hat. So what if they surprised us, gave us a little Easter egg, and put the accessories on this Deadpool collectible, and eventually when they roll out the accessories, we're able to take off the sweater, take off the hat, maybe put it on other people, who knows? But maybe we can take it on and off at least, and that'll be like the first accessory ever on the VeVe, which I think would be huge. Now, that is if that's the actual case. I don't know for sure. That's a lot of speculation right there. So don't go buy the set just for that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna try at least get 2 rares, 2 common. I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys my plan. I'm not gonna make you pay for it. I'm just kidding. Just jokes, just jokes. My game plan basically is, I'm gonna load up on a couple of those because they're my favorite. Even if they don't do well, like if they don't appreciate like I'm expecting them to, I'm okay with holding them. Because like I've told you guys before, I want at least 2 or 3, so I can always sell one. I can blow one up, make a snowing theme showroom. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna do that now. And then also, I want to just have a small one for inside the showroom. So I'm gonna have at least a couple. If I don't get the full set, I'm not too worried about this one actually. There could be cool perks that come down the road with like how having the full set gets you, you know, uh, dollar off every Coke you buy or something like that. That'd be awesome. But honestly, that'd be cool. That'd be an awesome utility. But it would just entice me to drink more Coca Cola. Now that's great for their business, and that's probably what they would end up doing. But and that might shoot up the price of this whole set. But I think I would be okay if I just grabbed duplicates, sell them off, save my money, and not go after this full set because there's just going to be so many more drops in the future. And looking back at it, it's like the first Coca Cola set will be definitely big time. But I'd rather just have like my favorite of those Coca Cola ones and not really rush to complete the set. Yeah, James Bond case about 65 each. Insane deal. I agree. I agree. Can't wait for Pokemon to come out. If that comes out, it'd be amazing. Tony, this is a tough one right here. I saw this question. It said I have two. I have R2D2 and Elsa. Would you trade an Elsa for a C3PO to get Star Wars set? This is a really tough one, man. I would say don't trade your Elsa. Don't sell your Elsa. Try to get that C3PO and complete that Star Wars set. I think Star Wars will be big time. Having even just R2D2 will be huge. But I think having that first Star Wars set will be legendary. But I think Elsa, especially after what David said, that could technically be the first Disney character, right? So Elsa and Mickey's hat will be big time. I would try to say, not financial advice, but get the C3PO another way and keep that Elsa. I could see Elsa. It's under $1,000 right now. I almost thought about getting another one, but I'm saving my gems. Oh wow, 50 gems. That's definitely slept on right now. I'm totally cool with hodling. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. True what you say, JD, but you always want to have 2 to 3 items of each in order to be able to sell a second or third item to allocate extra cash. Absolutely, absolutely. Duplicates, I made a video a long, long time ago about why duplicates are so important. I learned that from David. I mean, I kind of did that instinctively in the very beginning without even really knowing. It just felt like, okay, I should be doing this. Like I talked about how I got 7 FA Jokers for retail. I bought 7 FA Harley Quinns for retail, like 5 to 7 FA Todd McFarlane Batmans for retail. Like I was buying, a ton of duplicates early on, and I wouldn't have had the collection I do now if it wasn't for that. Definitely should. And David's talked about that many times. 2 is great, but ideally 3 or more if you can. Sometimes you miss. No, that's not a silly question at all, Jason. Never feel hesitant to ask a question. So gem squeeze basically just means we have so many drops coming up, so everyone's kind of selling off their duplicates or older collectibles for kind of cheap because they need gems. It's almost like I think Brock was actually the one who coined that term, to be honest, too. Shout out to Brock. Buy up anything season 1, y'all. Season 1's gonna be iconic. Hey, I'm also loving the market. Things are on sale. Like one of our VeVe family members commented in your chat, so I have been doubling up on older drops. Smart move, Tay Tay. Smart move. That's one thing that's always been a trend. We've always kind of wondered, will it kind of stop? The gem squeezes kind of stop around once we start getting the more and more users, the millions of users, etc. But we're at, over a million, probably and a half active users right now. And we still see gem squeezes happen. So that tells me no matter what, even when we do see millions of people in it, maybe the amount of decrease may not be as much as we see once we have like 5-10 million people in that platform. But what's happening is, a lot of the people on the platform have been here for a while, so we don't really have more money to put in. So we're kind of forced to sell off some things when a big drop happens. And that is the time to buy. It's just hard to sell things when things are skyrocketing, because then it's like that psychology loop. When things are skyrocketing, most people want to hold. And then when things are declining, most people want to sell. And that's completely opposite. So if you can kind of start training your mind slowly that way, I've been getting better at it lately. But still, like, there's tons of times where I'll list something, I'm pretty confident I want to sell it. And then, thoughts creep in and I delisted so many times. It's happened with the Labbits. I should have sold it at 2K. Can always buy back in later, I thought. And then I delisted it. And then I'm like, oh, I kept doing it so many times. I did it with the pizza truck duplicate. The pizza truck duplicate, I listed so many times. I mean, my goal for the Disney moments, this may not happen if I put it out there right now. I saw it happen with the comics. I was trying to get 3-digit comics. And I got every one almost, besides my Marvel Comics #1. I didn't realize people were really paying attention to what I was saying that much. And people went in and grabbed them all before I could finish it. But basically, my goal for those Disney moments is kind of just upgrade my collection. Anytime I have those, 5, 6, 7 plus thousand edition numbers, I'm trying to sell them off right now and, reinvest that eventually back into a lower edition one. Because I do want a low edition Disney set. I do want that. Walt will rule forever. I think it's possible. Yeah, a couple of any rarity. That's kind of how I'm feeling, dudes. Star Wars is huge. Oh, okay. So the decon. Okay, that's an interesting set right there. Now, Designer Con. That's Designer Con's first ever set on VeVe, right? I think it's going to be a big deal. I do. I think having that full set will allow maybe utility like going for free to the next Designer Cons, etc. Now, don't get the set just in hopes for that because I said that. But I've seen that dip down to like 400-ish, but it's about, 500-ish right now. And the floor is pretty thin. I did get one recently, the ultra rare, to finish that set. The floor is kind of thin, and something with that limited amount of editions, it can skyrocket, but it has to have that demand. Designer Con is not the most popular thing in the world, but I think it's becoming that. And I think as the world starts to open up slowly, maybe not just yet, but when it does, it'll become more popular. I think it's a long hold, basically, is what I'm trying to say for those Designer Con sets. They may not appreciate as fast as something as popular as Disney or like the Avengers logo. But I think long term, something that short or that low of editions will blow up. It just may be a longer hold. So I think you have to do what you feel you like better in that case. Does that Avengers logo mean a lot to you? If you really like Avengers, the Disney gold moments, etc. If not, you may be happier with the Decon Heroes collectibles. Now, one thing about that is when I noticed they have that bug back to where you can't enlarge them, so they're like really small right now. So I think that's also maybe why the price is a little bit low. They're not like fun to use in your showroom right now, but once you're able to enlarge them, it'll be a little bit better, I think. Yeah, if you're holding 3 of anything, that's probably the best bet because there's so many different reasons for that. I mean, he talked about how you could always open one and play with it, etc. You could, have one to trade with someone else later, and then you have one for your collection. Now, for VeVe, it's a little bit different because when you open it, I mean, there's no wear and tear, so you don't have to worry about that. So for VeVe and digital collectibles, having 3 or more is crucial because you can always hold one for your collection, right? You can sell one off, make your money back, etc. And then also you have another one to where you can trade with someone else later on. Or if you sold that first one too quick and, you know, the price just shot up, you know, it's 10x of what it was, you don't feel bad because you still have that one left that you could sell later. So I think having more than 2 is ideal. 2 is great if you can. 3 or more is like you're sitting pretty. Hey, definitely, Willow. I appreciate you always tuning in, my man. Big time. It means a lot, my man. That's funny. I noticed that right away, Punch, as soon as they did the one interview way back in the day with David and the other guy. I mean, the vibe that was given off in that interview was like, wow, VeVe and David, they know what they're doing. But I mean, shout out to everybody else. You know, I think everybody's going to have a room to win in this space. Hey, Punch racked up all the comic and triple digits. Pokalee, it was gone instantly. Wow, okay. Is there any way to look up market history? This is a good question here. So not quite just yet, but that will be coming soon. I think once we have that desktop version, we're going to be able to look through all the details, you know, previously sold, etc. The ownership is going to be visible, you know, who owned what. For now, you can go to economiwiki.com, and I'm pretty sure that gives a good insight into the market history. You're able to see, you know, graphs about where collectibles once were, etc. I feel the same way. MJ. It's so funny. Always start to get nervous and amped up as the timer counts down. It's so much fun. Gonna miss this feeling once they change the drop format. I completely agree, MJ. I mean, for me personally, like I look forward to this so much. I look forward to it. Feels like game day for me. I know it's just a quick second that goes by for the drops, but like I have so much fun doing this. I think once we go back to the old drop format or a new drop format, I still will stream these live streams, of course, for you guys. But I'll probably start covering the news a lot more. You know, anytime news breaks, etc. I'll start putting out videos a lot more because I'll start having more fun with doing that. I think as the adrenaline starts to kind of go down with this. Hit the like button, you Grinches. Appreciate you, Audible. Are rebounds still a thing? I think they are. Yep. So every 4 minutes, I would say so. Hey, yep. Bless the chat, fam. Bless the chat. Good luck, everybody. We got Paz in the building. Let's get this bread, you filthy animals. Let's go, Brendan. Franelations in the house. Let's go. We got the NFT goat in the house. What up, Fran? How we doing, brother? Dude's going dark. Hey, good luck, brother. We got a minute, 20 seconds left. Colin, we'll be back. Gio said, good luck, good luck, good luck. Minute, 3 seconds, y'all. All right, Rez, thanks for joining, fam. Good luck, good luck. Little coffee gate right at the minute mark. That's a new thing. Coffee at the minute mark and the 30-second mark, you know, extra jitters for a better thumb press. Oh, man. All right, y'all, 40 seconds. Again, this is the screen that I'm on right here. Shout out Coffee Gate. All right, I'm going to record my phone this time. I remembered. All right, 20 seconds, y'all. 17. Whew, I'm nervous. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Unable to reserve. No way. I didn't hit it, fam. No. No way. That was super quick. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Anybody get that? That was crazy. That was wild. Where's the buy button? So buy button pops up right as the seconds run out. That was crazy. Let me know if you guys got that, fam. Holy cow. That sold out so quick. Oh my gosh. Hey, Poker Lee got one. Let's go. Win and capture. Gio took an L. Jackal took an L. Josh got it. So far, more dubs than losses. Let's go. So I struck out big time. Nope. And the buy. Okay, so we got some L's. Jackal L. Ian Fawcett L. Tony L. Buy button gone. Oh man, that sold out so quick. That was quick. I'm asking Twitter fam, anybody get lucky today? I'm gonna try to I'm gonna post a video. Oh yeah, that's a brutal one. Yo, let's go, Z Brito. He's been having great luck today. Let's go. December struck out. I struck out too. Shooter got a secret rare. Let's go. If you guys got a secret rare, tag me on Twitter and I'll repost it. A lot of guys got it. Let's go. Space Gate. Okay, Paz. W. Let's go. L gang. A lot of people got one. Shout out to you guys. Brandon Wu hit 2. Hey, that's solid. Shout out to you. Oh no, Billy the Kid went from reserving orders sold out. Wow. At least Brendan's sister hit one. He struck out. Yeah, same Sag. I feel like it was a little bit late. I didn't have the best attempt on this one. I didn't think it was gonna sell out that quick, honestly. I felt like I was a split second, just a little late. Come on, rebound gate. Rebounds are definitely possible here. My buy now button went away. Unfortunate. Looks like I only spent some money in the market. Yeah, I don't have a buy now button. Got a rare. Let's go, Verena. It's huge. No, that's terrible, Mountain Man. That's terrible luck right there. So it went from reserving order, took the money out, then said sold out, and money was back in my account. Wow. This is huge. Adam Gonzalez got an uncommon mint 10,000. Wow. I would love that collectible, man. Shout out to you. Great job getting that one. Wow, Diego got a rebound, man. Shout out to you, brother. I really want a polar bear. Me too. Me too. Definitely come up with a plan right now, too, guys. Before the market opens, which one are you going to target? If you got that secret rare, you holding on to it, you letting it go. If you guys got the uncommon, rare, come up with a game plan right now before the market. Before the market opens. That way you can make a split decision, whatever your decision is. I agree. So Blake, a lot of times in these blind boxes, besides the comics you have to wait till they get delivered to find the rarity that you got. But for these blind boxes on the collectibles, if you wait for that green truck to appear, it actually tells you with the edition number which rarity you got. 4-minute rebounds are still a thing. Shout out to you who got one. Let's go. Shout out to JoJo Bean. She got one. Shout out to I Love Bananas. Got an uncommon. Wow, shooter. There it is. Secret rare. Huge. That's big time right there. Oh, snap. You're right. It says I got a neon sign. That's big. I like the neon one a lot. When I tell you I screened when I got mine, that's awesome. That's big time. Secret rare NFT Monger. Let's go. Thanks for the content, Johnny. Hey, Wessel, let's go. Secret rare. That's big time, brother. Even a common. I like the common a lot. Price prediction for rare. I think. Whew, Edgar. I think the rare and the common will do well. It seems like everybody loves those the most. Snag the common. Audible. I like the commons. I mean, commons are going to be legendary. I think because commons have the iconic polar bear. So I think it's going to be a good one. MBZ. I struck out today, brother. Struck out. Did not get one. It's 2 drops in a row. I struck out now. I got to get back on my grind. L, but W on the 4-minute rebound common. So definitely rebounds are still a thing. That's good to know. Good to know. Seems like 4 minutes is the key. Wow, Mon's got one. Let's go. Riley Pie. Yeah, these are gonna be. This is definitely gonna be a good one. I mean, Coca Cola's in 200 countries. Coca Cola's a huge brand. It says more than 1.9 billion servings of her drinks are enjoyed in more than 200 countries each day. That's insane. So this is definitely gonna be a big one. I mean, Coca Cola is already like a huge collectible. A lot of people collect Coca Cola products in the physical world. So this is just gonna happen again in the digital world. That's interesting. I didn't think about that, Knight Rider. A little 8 a.m. Mystery, secret rare. Could you imagine? I hope. I don't know though. I don't know. So Josh, this is actually not technically the first Coke NFT. They've actually had a couple NFTs, I believe, in Decentraland already. But this is the first Coca-Cola appearance on VeVe for sure. No, these are first editions. That's why these are big. Let's go into the animation here. That's pretty cool. So I think that'll look pretty cool. But again, I'm not going to go crazy on this set. I'm just going to grab maybe a couple of my favorites. No, I'm not telling you guys to do that. Maybe you guys want to complete this whole set. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. I think Coca Cola's legendary. So if you get the first edition of the Coca Cola set, definitely a good one. This is also going to be a good one, I think. This is the rare. It almost looks like it's more neon when you don't look at it from like dead on. Like when you look from the sides, it almost looks like it lights up. Yep. So Luca, this means if you got a pending order, it says you have one order that's pending delivery with that red bar. It means you definitely locked one in, and it should just get delivered to your account in a little bit. Now, hopefully, it gets delivered to your account before the market opens. Sometimes the market does open and you don't know which rarity you got, so that may happen. Unfortunately, I did not. MF Floyd, I struck out today, brother. I struck out. Yep, there's other ones that are one of ones. Price prediction on the rare. Batman Invisible. A lot of people want price predictions on the common and the rare. It's gonna be interesting where they first sit. I mean, I got a feeling the commons are gonna be kind of cheap at first. Maybe I'm completely wrong on these price points. Maybe like it was $30 now, right? Maybe a little bit more than double, and they'll probably run up. I could see commons hitting maybe like $100, maybe even more. But then I don't know if they're gonna dip down. It's gonna be interesting. I really don't know about this one. I think common or rare. I think the common will flip to uncommon. The rare will be up there. The secret rare will have value just because of how limited it is. There's only 1,800 of them. Facts. I do think the uncommon will be super undervalued. And if it's really really cheap, I mean I'll get it. If it's all the way down to retail, I'll definitely get it. It's Ace Bookie. It is. It is. Snow globes were the thing I collected as a kid. Oh, that's awesome. Oh wow, how much do you think I could sell at 1,800 secret rare? All right, so 1,800 is one of the higher edition ones, right? But it's a clean number. So anytime you have a clean number like that, it's definitely going to have more value. So you have basically 86 left until the last one. So you have like the 87th last one possible. It all depends what they're going for. I don't know what these secret rares will go for in the market. Um, I would say you're going to get a little bit more than floor price for that secret rare, even though it's a high edition number. Anytime you see a completely clean number like that, you will get a little bit more value. Um, so I can't give you an estimate until I see that floor price. I really have no idea what these secret rares are going to go for. I'm actually really interested to watch the market to see what happens with these because again, we're all learning. I mean, even an experienced person like me who's been here for a while, every drop is a little bit different. So if I don't have a good prediction or a good thought of what I think it's going to be, I'm more so going to really pay attention to the market and just see how it reacts, so I have a better understanding. How if something else drops similar to this again, I have a better understanding or at least a better feel of what it could do. We getting those views up. Hey, appreciate you guys big time for liking. That's what it does. I mean, you guys really help send it out to a bunch of other people. Yep, it does. It does. Not even 100 for the uncommon. I agree. I mean, this is kind of something a little bit different. This Coca Cola is a huge brand, right? We see James Bond kind of sink down because it's a James Bond movie. We're probably going to see other movies. James Bond is a big brand, right? A big movie, but it's not as big as something like Coca Cola. Coca Cola is gigantic, so I do think the only reason why I could dip those because we have so many iconic drops happening. Like we got Mickey Mouse coming soon, so maybe people dish off the snow globes a little bit. I think after this whole week is over, though, the snow globes are going to be one that definitely goes up. Hey, Kelvin, just joining in. It's all good, brother. How'd you do today? Did you get one? I missed. I missed. Appreciate you for tuning in. Missed 2 days in a row now. Two drops in a row. Did not get one, mate. Toxic AD got one, though. Let's go. Let's see how the Twitter fam's doing. We got Walt Statue. I follow Walt Statue on Twitter. I don't know who that is who made it up, but it's a pretty funny account. They said, dang, mine loaded like I was lucky, but then I know lucky. I think it's hilarious when people make accounts like of the actual collectible. I think it's a great way to promote it too. Kyler Ferd said, yeah, somehow got an uncommon. Been a long while since I got a drop. Just using an iPhone 8 over the work Wi-Fi. It's interesting. I've seen people get, have really good luck with iPhone 7s for some reason. iPhone 7 seems to be like the lucky phone. Hey, shout out to Mr. Roberts. Audible Collective said, we're still lucky to be so early. So many first NFTs and pipes. Absolutely. I mean, we've seen it roll out in the very beginning. We were kind of taking advantage. Still, we kind of are taking for granted all these first appearances. If it seems like every single drop is a first edition, first appearance, right? But that's how early we are. And people, it almost was like a funny term to say. It was like a running catchphrase. People making fun of the term, we're so early. But people didn't realize how early we actually were. Until now, it's starting to set into a lot of people who were kind of on the fence, who weren't really sure about VeVe, etc. A lot of people were thinking community was a buzzword because it is for a lot of NFT projects. A lot of NFT projects out there just use the key terms, the buzzwords to kind of bring everybody in. Oh, come for the community, right? But with VeVe, it's completely different. We've actually built something that is going to be here for a long, long time. People can come in now and have something for everybody. There's spaces going on, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Like there's so many different things going on. It's something for everyone. I have and still have not won anything on that giveaway yet. Wow. Okay. So and Petro's actually been doing better with the Ethernet cable. Interesting. I've stopped using my Ethernet cable and I was actually doing better. But the last two I've been striking out. So maybe I'll go back to it. It'd be funny if these traded for 10 gems. I'll tell you what, if these traded for 10 gems, I'm unloading on them. But I got a feeling that won't happen, my man. Add a zero. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Let's go, Micah. He got lucky on this one, and I want to buy the others on the market or flip this one and stack commons. Maybe a better strategy. Secret rare. Let's go, though, man. Congrats on the secret rare. Big time. Yeah, I think the secret rare is going to be big. I mean, let me check out the editions one more time. 18. Yeah, so it's 1,886 editions. Pretty limited. I mean, it's not, sub 1,000, but again, Coca Cola is a huge brand. So I think having 1,800 editions, that's a pretty good amount right there. Pretty solid. MJ said, hit or miss for me with the Ethernet. Got mine today. Plugged in though. I feel like it could be a kind of like a placebo effect thing. I don't know if it really works, but it feels like it'll work. Tired of trying for rebounds. Yeah, I stopped trying for rebounds now. Sometimes I don't really go for them. They definitely work though. I mean, they definitely work. VV Vibe said, I think the commons could push 200 gems during the initial market open craze. I could see that. I could see it happen for sure. I think it's gonna be one of those moments where the commons are so hard to buy at the floor, people are gonna give up, and I think they're just gonna keep shooting up. So it'll be interesting. 1886 is when the first Coca Cola served. I think if you have that number, man, in any of these editions, not just that secret rare, 1886 is the one. And it says it right here in the Medium article. I'll read it again. It says, on May 8th, 1886, Dr. John Pemberton served the world's first Coca Cola at Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. From that one iconic drink, we've evolved into a total beverage company. Crazy. So that's what started it all right there. People paid for an advertisement? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Hey, Micah G. So sometimes that happens. This is what he said. He said, made it to the reserving and then said server under heavy load and kicked me out. Then just went to my wallet and noticed my money is gone. And now I got one pending. So that's amazing. Sometimes that does happen. I think that happened to me on one of those Disney moments. It might have been the Avengers or that skateboard. Something like that happened to where I had it brought up. I was about to confirm. They logged me out. Said like unable to reserve, whatever error. I was like, dang, how'd that just happen? And then I went back out, came back in, and said one order pending. So sometimes you will get lucky, and that'll happen. But sometimes you won't, and you'll just be struck out of luck. Yeah, definitely. Chat. Shout out to market when it opens. Usually it's about 30 minutes after. Sometimes they've been a little bit delayed. Maybe it's about 40 minutes after, etc. But if you notice that market's open, let me know. Because I didn't get one, so I will be in the market hunting. I've never gotten a rebound, and I started doing VeVe 3 months ago. It's tough VeVe vibe, so you may feel like it doesn't work, but it definitely works. It definitely works. Once you get one, you'll be like, wow, that's amazing. I do hope you get yours too, Verena. I always like when mine comes in first, so that way it gives you a good idea. Maybe you get the secret rare, and then you're like, okay, now I at least have the secret rare. I know I can only I only need the uncommon, rare, and common to complete that set. But if you don't know what you got, you kind of go in there blind and you don't know which one to purchase. So a lot of times, if my strategy is if I got one and I don't know which one it is yet, and the market's opened up, I'm only going to go after the ones that I absolutely love in the market. Meaning, like right now, if I got one locked in, and I didn't know which one I got, I would either sit out and just watch the market, or I would only target the ones I absolutely love. Like I would definitely get one common, I'd probably get one rare and just sit. I would just chill. Where I might not even get anything and just let that get delivered. So you got some options. I would say though, Verena, definitely come up with a strategy, or at least start thinking about it. Just think about what possibilities you could get. What do you want to do? So that way you're not just thinking about it as soon as the market opens. Appreciate the comment, Daniel. Do you think this is a long-term or short-term hold? Good question. Good question, Nissa. I think having the first Coca Cola, it's a first edition. I think this is a long-term hold. I don't think it's going to do amazing short-term, like in a week or two from now. But I think in a few months from now, it'll even a year or two, like that long-term, couple years, etc. Definitely, I think it's going to do well. I think any first edition, any first appearance will probably be more expensive than what it is right now. And these are first editions. So it's not the first ever Coke NFT, but it's the first edition of these on VeVe. So I think it's going to be big. This is actually a good point, Paz. I didn't understand what you meant at first, but this next comment made me realize. So he said, spoiler alert, you won't time your sales or buys properly 98% of the time. There will always be gems left on the table. So just do your thing and move on. Basically, what he's saying is you won't ever time the market perfectly. Like you may time it, perfectly one or two times or a couple times here and there, but we're humans. You're not going to be able to time the top absolutely perfect every time. So yeah, maybe you sold something when it was 2,000 and it runs back up to 2,700 or whatever the case may be, right? And basically what he's saying is don't dwell on the fact that you left 700 gems on the table if you profited a couple thousand already, you know? So you can't ever time the bottom perfectly every time, and you can't ever time the top perfectly every time. So don't dwell on things either. I mean, there's always going to be new opportunities. Uncommon 5,000. It's pretty solid that you locked one in. Locked one in. Let's go. VeVe Las Vegas is killing it with the one tap time gate 3 in a row. That's huge. I've been striking out a little bit. The sniffles are back. I don't know how that happens. It's like every 20 minutes or so, as soon as I start the live stream, my nose starts running a little bit. It's like clogged, but then it runs too, same time. Someone else asked me this earlier. Do you think we will get a second drop on Wednesday? I mean, they haven't said anything about that, but they did say the drop was at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that's what is giving people a thought maybe that there's another drop at that normal 11 a.m. Eastern time. Ooh, okay. I feel like for me, I wouldn't use my Master Collector program points for that. I feel like there's other more valuable things to use that on, but that would be nice. I think that's something that they're just going to work on. VV Vibe said, "What do you think about using MCP points on each drop to get a higher priority of your NFT delivered earlier? I always hated out missing. I always hated missing out on profit because of late deliveries. I mean, that could be, that could be a thing. I could see that happening, but I feel like that's something that they're actively working on, trying to get those deliveries out faster. But they are delivering, what is it, like sometimes 70,000 additions to people. So I feel like stuff like that just is a process that takes a little bit of time. That's the only reason why it is a little bit later. Yeah. Why would a Coca Cola snow globe do well? I mean, there's for a few reasons. I mean, Coca Cola, even if it wasn't a snow globe, Coca Cola, there's already a huge fan base out there for collecting Coca Cola products in the physical world. Like, it's already a huge collectible item. On top of Coca Cola is a huge brand name, like one of the most popular brands in the entire world. So the fact that it's the first snow globe on VeVe, the fact that it's the first Coca Cola on VeVe, it's the first edition. I think it's definitely gonna be big. That's huge. Blake got the rare. Let's go. Not the first Coca Cola NFT, but it is on VeVe. I think the rare will definitely be worth something just because of the aesthetics of it. It's one of the more popular looking ones. Still closed. Still closed. I joined VeVe after the drop. Okay, Adam's strategy is to just keep tapping last 10 seconds. It works 4 out of 5 times. That's a solid strategy too. I mean, that's a good one. You can do it either way. Let me know when that market opens. Hey, shout out to Punch's mom. Let's go. Let's go. 10-year-old nephew hit the Deadpool and the Coke. Let's go. Nicole in the house. How we doing, fam? Just yell on Nicole. I struck out today, did not lock one in, was not able to secure one. But hopefully you I know you didn't join the chat, but hopefully you were able to wake up in timing and at least get a drop today. Let me know how it went. Punch said rare is lit as The rare is lit for sure. Literally, it's lit. All right, see, what are the floor price predictions? I think it's going to run up. Whatever the floor price is, I think it's going to run up big time. Oh, wow. I thought the market was just open. My eyes just lit up. Have a good day. Oh, I appreciate you, Audible, for tuning in. We'll be able to make it snow in our vaults now. Yay, I really think so, too. Salzich. Hey, you got a rare today, brother. Shout out to you, my man. Good job getting rare. Oh, no, Nicole. Didn't know there was a drop today. Oh, no. So the Coca Cola drop was today. The next drop is Wednesday, which is Mickey Mouse. So the comic drop is actually. Let's see when the comic drop is. Time for work Zoom call. If I win the giveaway, but I'm here, then you reroll. We must. All right, so yeah, the comic drops tomorrow. Appreciate you, Paz. Sniper. How we doing? How we doing, fam? Everyone is hyping up the comment right now. I mean, rightfully so. I do think it's okay to hype up the comment. This is going to be a big one. But maybe I should start saying my favorites a little bit, maybe after the drop. I think the comment's going to do well. So I don't think you have to worry about that, Zolad. I mean, I get that too on my phone sometimes. It says like not meeting security standards or something like that. I think it's just like a little glitch or like AI system detecting something, but I don't think you have to worry about that because I get it all the time too. There's so many drops, Nicole, so don't feel bad. I mean, I get the times mixed up too sometimes. Just try to always look out for the updates. If you're not on Twitter, I would suggest definitely getting on Twitter. Even if you don't follow anybody else, but just Ecomi. Follow Ecomi and VeVe on Twitter because they put out all those updates all the time. So that is the reason why I got back on Twitter in the first place, just because I was like, you know what? I got to stay up to date with all these updates. So I just made a Twitter account, hopped on an old Twitter account just for that, basically. Some people definitely did get a rebound. Mickey Mouse is going to be huge. I agree. I'm going to go straight to the market. Jerry's still waiting on delivery. Santa Claus is by Omi says, you got any new Mickey Mouse drop news? So not yet. We don't have the Medium article just yet. I'm sure they're going to tweet out the Medium article soon. They usually do right about now. Maybe my timer was off. Someone else said that my timer seemed to skip. Maybe it did skip. Yeah, maybe I just didn't log one in. Who knows? I'll have to rewatch the film. Oh, man. I keep thinking that market's open, but it's not open yet. JD, what's going on? Getsy, how we doing, fam? All good, bro. Lucas says, it says I got it, but it's not in my collection. So it will take some time to get actually delivered to your account. But if you got one and it says like a little red bar that like one order pending delivery, you can definitely relax knowing that you got one. You just have to wait a little bit. Hopefully, you get yours delivered before the market opens, like I always say. But we know that sometimes that doesn't happen, and yours gets delivered after the market opens. I don't think there is a Christmas Mickey Mouse, at least that we've heard of yet. It might squeeze harder the gems. The gems, basically the gem squeeze, if anyone doesn't know, means the mark kind of just dips a little bit because people need gems for the next drops. When that Medium article comes out on Mickey, depending on the price points, depending on how many editions, the rarities, etc., the market could dip a little bit more. We don't know. I haven't been able to get rid either in a while. Ginferno said that was why I joined Twitter again also. I think eventually they will have updates on the VeVe app, so we don't have to go to like a third-party social media site. Yeah, that's a fact. Brendan saying Grinch drop coming, baby. I don't know about that. I mean, David's been teasing a little bit on his Instagram. I think Brendan said the Grinch because of these posts that David had. David put on his Instagram. He was more so talking about, I think, like the bot killers. But when he posted the Grinch, you know, he doesn't do things for no reason. He does everything for a reason. Posted 2 Grinches in a row. Can you imagine if we have like a Dr. Seuss license and we get the Grinch or something like that for Christmas? Like, that'd be amazing. Let's see. Struck out spamming. What do you say? Struck out spamming, got kicked out. Sticking to my time by it now for sure. Wow, okay, so spamming didn't work for him. Let's go. MSC Squad, who's donated the giveaway a few days ago. Just got a secret rare. That's huge, brother. Yeah, not confirmed. Brendan's confusing a lot of people out there. Oh, still closed a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling. Getty said at Dubes, I was able to get the uncommon. My wife got a common. I was hoping to get a secret rare second with this set, but oh well. That's how I was feeling. If I was able to lock one in, get that secret rare, I probably would have then completed that set. But since I wasn't able to complete this, or since I wasn't able to get one, lock in the secret rare, I got a feeling the secret rare is probably going to be really expensive right away. So I'm okay with not completing the set and not getting that secret rare. I'd rather just stick with the ones that I absolutely love for now. Because again, I'm slowly tailoring my showroom as well to things that I absolutely love. At first, I thought I was going to be able to pretty much get like every set and just create a museum of like everything. But as we know, that's not going to be possible unless you're absolutely rich, right? So for me, I mean, especially like all the influencers, I think all the influencers, people in the community that build up their name, etc., you're going to be able to create showrooms and probably have people wanting to come in your showroom to see what you like, to see what you have in there because of who you are. So that's another reason why I feel like I won't need to have every single collectible set, even if the ones I don't like, I don't want to just have in there just because it's a set. So I'm really starting to slowly tailor. I don't want to, get rid of all my sets right away for it, but slowly I'm kind of just tailoring my showroom to things that I really like over time. 81 in the chat, please like and share. Yeah, appreciate you guys big time. Big time. Paul, did you get the 007? He said 007, I am super sad. Was that one of the sets that you wanted to get but you weren't able to complete? Oh snap! You can block people in YouTube chat. Perfect. Yeah. Anytime there's a bot or anything that comes in here or a fodder, something like that, I'll usually set them timeout, which is pretty hilarious. I have to set people on timeout when here. Like I don't care if people come in and post their opinions one time, whatever. I mean, but it's just when people spam it. I mean, you guys seen it. That just gets repetitive. How we doing, Shazam? My drop is still pending. Yeah, Diego, that's the unfortunate part is when you don't have your actual collectible yet, it's still pending. It's not delivered yet, and then the market opens up. That is the unfortunate part. But I think, like I always say, like that's something I think they're actively working on and trying to speed that up. Oh, let's go, Danielle. Danielle just got a secret rare. Huge. You need mods. I do. Kelvin will definitely be one of the first mods for sure. This is actually something I've seen a lot of people do. This is hilarious. Getsy said, at Dubes for sure. I ran into the bathroom at work. It's really close to the router. I've seen so many people out there, because this is something that goes on depending on your time. It's for me, it's 11 a.m. So a lot of people are at their career job, right? But they want to try to get one of these licensed, premium licensed digital collectibles. It's going to be worth money. So a lot of times they're not able to just get it during their workday. So they have to go to the bathroom for 5 minutes during the drop. And I've seen it happen time after time again. I've seen people try to do it driving. Now, I would suggest don't VeVe and drive. Very dangerous. Definitely pull over to the side of the road if you're on the highway or something like that. Then go for the drop. Trust me, you do not want to be driving while trying to get a drop. Because you'll probably get a capture, and then trying to do a capture while driving is impossible. Let me tell you. I think it was the Serial Killers. Series 2, maybe it was. I went for the Tropicana bird, and I think I got it. But then I tried doing the caption. I was like, okay, I can't do this while driving. I failed it like 4 times. I definitely should have. I learned my lesson. You should definitely pull over. Market is still closed. Yep, I keep checking. When you get paid more in 1 second on VeVe than you do working all day at your job. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, think about it. you land a secret rare, that's over $1,000 most of the time, right? Could be 2,000. That's easily more than what people get paid in a day. So, I mean, everybody's different. Shout out to you if you get paid way more than that in a day. Comment is fire. Don't VeVe and drive. It's a fact. VeVe and driving is just as dangerous as drinking and driving, I swear. I mean, it's the same thing as texting and driving, essentially. It's actually worse than texting and driving, I think. Price predictions for Snowglobes. Shazam, a lot of people are asking me this. I really don't have, a confident, certain answer on this. I just think the way it's going to roll is start out at one point, and I think it's going to work its way up. I think it's going to be one of those drops where it's impossible to get commons for the low. Job is a common lifestyle. VeVe is my secret rare lifestyle. That's actually an amazing way to put it. Gem management is critical. Punch, you hit the nail on the head with this one. Gem management is crucial. It's really everything. I know in the very beginning, I really regret letting all my gems go down to 0 all the time, because then I'm constantly at a disadvantage. When there's deals that pop up, you could see a deal pop up, crazy deal that is going to double like short term, but you can't capitalize on it because you don't have any more gems. Snowglobes are going to bomb. Verena, I did see that, and I think it's one of those things that the VeVe team is, working to keep combating. It's going to be an ongoing process, right? It's never going to be a day where it's like they're all gone forever. It's a constant thing, Hey, Brendan, appreciate you for always tuning in, my man. Big time. You're a huge supporter in the whole community, my man. You really are. Everybody go follow Brendan Z. I think he's got a YouTube, right? I think he started his YouTube journey, got on someone else's live. I think Brandon's got to start his YouTube journey. We got to get his subscribers up before he even puts out a video. Wow, 12-minute rebound screenshot. That's big. I try, man. I've always tried to be that person in the community to be basically like the glue. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of egos that happen time to time, right? People, bicker with each other, etc. But I've always tried to be that glue to bring everybody together, keep everybody positive and focused on the same mission. I mean, when we're all focused, it's honestly just like a college baseball team, the way I look at this. And I've always been someone to really been able to bring a whole team together and almost be like that unspoken leader, to where we're not worrying about nonsense. We're not worrying about who's the best, who's the biggest, blah, 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 blah. We're bringing everybody together, right? We're bringing the whole community together. and we're all focused on the same mission. It's just like in college baseball. When everybody has the same goal was to win. It's simple. I mean, everything you do revolves around winning. That's it. And so for me, I mean, when we keep the same focus, everybody, and for me, the goal was always to go mainstream. Take VeVe mainstream. That's been my goal, my mindset from day one. You know, when I found VeVe early on, I showed it to a whole bunch of people, right? I was promoting everybody else. I was trying to show love to everybody else. Everyone I found on YouTube, show them mad love, right? Spread the love, spread the positivity, because that right there is contagious. And it really helps set the whole mood, the whole everything, the energy of the community. I mean, when you hear people say, this community is different because of the positivity, the uplifting, that's something that I try to instill early on in the early days in everybody. I wasn't trying to find a YouTuber and, not promote them because I wanted to get bigger than them. No, like the whole thing was focus on the main goal, make VeVe mainstream. That was my only goal. And if everybody can have that same goal, I mean, it's inevitable at that point. I do too. Slow builder. Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you find crazy mishaps, right? Positive vibes only. And Nicole, I appreciate you saying that because that's the biggest thing right there. I mean, if anybody starts out, trying to pull down people, like not show them love because it's a competition, you want to become bigger. That whole energy is contagious. Then everybody's going to have a toxic energy environment in the community, and that's not what the community. If it's a toxic energy in the community, people who are just joining are not going to want to be a part of that. But because of this community is so supportive, like Nicole, if you started a YouTube channel right now, the whole community would support you. Brendan, same thing. Punch, everybody in the chat. If you guys all start your own thing because you love VeVe and you want to make content about it, I mean, my whole thing has been motivation, inspiration. Inspire. If I can do it, you guys can do it even better. So that's been my whole mindset. In everything, I've always been the type of person to see somebody do something and say, if they're doing it, why can't I? So I want to be that same person. Like if I can do it, everybody else can do it. Facts, Team O. Cole, Brendan Z, I'm right behind you, bro. I hope that gave you the motivation, Brendan. Brendan's about to start his channel right after this. Let's go. Verena said, I'm working at home because of COVID, so thank you. I can take 5 minutes for the drop. Hey, facts. Hey, December, appreciate you big time for joining in. Absolutely. Adam. You were funny, man. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a good point, Brendan. Absolutely. I mean, we appreciate you big time for just tuning in to everybody. I mean, we all notice and we all appreciate you, brother. Nicole said good night, December. Love the positive attitude. You rock, Johnny. Appreciate you, Fabris. I mean, that's how it is, Kelvin. That's how it is right there. I mean, when you're trying to build something, right? Like it takes time, it takes effort, it takes energy. It's all about how that energy is distributed. If someone's going to try to pull down people, it's just going to be a toxic environment. Kelvin said, I always appreciated that JD is all about helping the community without the need to step over others or bringing that competition down. Thanks, coach. That's what it's about, my man. That's what it's about. I feel like, honestly, it really, I mean, I got that instilled into me in college baseball, basically. Like, it's one of those things where when you have trust in your coaches, right? I had so much trust in my coach before he left. And then the new coach came in and he wanted to rebuild everything. And that was a whole different roller coaster. It's a whole different story. But basically, the first coach that I had was the one that really taught me everything about competition, how to really build that team atmosphere, the energy that's involved. Like, and also I look at like David Yu and Dan Crothers as our coaches, basically. And like whatever they say, I'm gonna have full trust in it because of their experience and everything. They said run through a wall. I'm not even gonna ask why. And that's how, like, I know that's going to sound crazy to people, but that's how I was in college. When you have full trust in the leaders of the program, that's what you need. You don't want, if you're a head coach, you don't want a team to question your every move. You want to have a full belief. If you like you I have full belief in Dan and David. I'm going to ride with whatever their decisions are because I have trust in their experience. No, I'm not saying be a sheep either. That's completely different. You should always think for yourself, absolutely, in everything you do. And this, thanks for sure. Thanks for all the support, Brendan. Absolutely, Jerry. Market should be open soon. I keep checking. I don't want to be late to this. Any diehard Marvel fans in here? I sent a 1939 Human Torch last night on the market. Is there a difference between the FF Human Torch and the 1939 Human Torch? Rob Remington, I'm stuck in Bloody Groundhog Day. Wow. So we went to a whole different house today, Robbie, and you still struck out. That's crazy. It is the best team ever. This is just a false. This is just a false statement. David and Dan have zero crypto experience. That's just funny, man. I mean, and now you know who I blocked on YouTube chat. That's hilarious. Yeah, Santa Claus says by Omi, I love your username, man, but if you keep spamming the chat with just false narratives, I'm gonna have to put you on timeout. I mean, if you listen to David's story, you would actually hear that he's had experience, but appreciate Nicole. I think that mid number is significant, but I'm not positive on that one. If you aren't sure either, just Google it, Getsy. I would definitely just Google the year with that collectible and see what comes up. VeVe vibes. I play college football and I get it. There is such thing as a culture of winning, and the program just works if everyone is bought in and trusts each other. Yo, I'm getting the chills right now because most people don't get that. I guess it comes from the experience of actually being involved in that team atmosphere in a college, like you said, you play college football. And so it's exactly what it is. You buy into a system and you trust the program, right? Like a team won't be successful and they won't win consistently if their team doesn't believe and trust their coaches. I mean, it's that simple. Check out their other footage. JD was a pitcher. I did basically everything, Punch. I was just one of those kids that was just hungry. I said, just put me in anywhere. I'll go play third. I started out as a third baseman. I'll go play third. I'll go play second. I played outfield sometimes. I pitched. I started as a reliever, ended up being a starting pitcher. What is wrong with these people? Some people just want attention, my man. You have to have full faith. Exactly. That's what it is. Omi went public in May of 2019. So at minimum, they have 2 years of experience. Exactly, Paz. And think of all the things that they've had to do pre that to make that happen, right? Prior to that. Think of all the things that they've had to do prior to launching VeVe. I mean, they've been getting the licenses, right? They've been talking to licensors about NFTs, the blockchain, since 2017. So they've had experience from before that. So that's why I just laugh when I hear things. They don't have crypto experience. It makes me think wow, okay, either two things. The guy's either just kidding around, obviously, or he really thinks that and people still don't know. And it makes me even more bullish when I didn't even think that was possible. This is what I've actually been hearing. They have a word for it, like ping finding or ping hunting. Ping hunting. A guy on Facebook showed a picture of him sitting outside of McDonald's on their Wi-Fi, and he had crazy speed. So guess where I'm going for the next drop. Robbie Remington's going to be eating some Happy Meals with his next drop. I mean, that's what I think people were doing. You know, they were getting the old phones for some reason, like the iPhone 7. And then they were just finding whichever restaurant, Starbucks, McDonald's, etc., whoever had the fastest Wi-Fi. So, you know, whichever way works. I have one of their newer iPhones. I feel like I have pretty good connection, internet connection. I did increase mine. We're being hella cheesy today. Hey, man, you know, sometimes you gotta just speak from the heart, you know? Who doesn't like cheese? Oh, this is a good question. All right, Billy Bob Bitcoin. When crazy mass adoption hits VeVe, which VeVe NFT do you think will hit $1 million first? Yeah, because I think there could be a couple. Oh, first? I mean, I don't really know. There's going to be a couple options. I think there's going to be options here. I'll tell you the ones that I think have a good possibility. I think the Secret of Spider-Man, obviously, like a low mint. I think because it's the first ever Marvel NFT, huge deal. I think a low mint top Batman because it's the first NFT on the platform. I think also Walt, a low mint Walt. I think also Marvel Comics #1, the super low mint commons, as well as the super low mint secret rares too. Um, those are probably some of the ones that I see being the first $1 million sale, not the first one that has $1 million floor. Probably some of the first $1 million sales, I would say. Whoa, here it is. It's open, fam. It is open. I'm the first one in here. I don't see any collectibles listed. I don't even see the Coca Cola brand thing yet either. I'm gonna close and start again. This is crazy. Oh, here it is. Commons for $100. Secret rares. Wow, rares 285, huh? Oh, that just got bought. Trying to snipe a low mint real quick as they open up. Oh, I thought I got that one. Woo! All right, so the common's about a little over 100. The uncommon's 69. Whew. 70. That's really being slept on. The rare, 190, 200. The commons could go down. Uncommons could go down just because I feel like people don't want that as much. Any secret rares in the market? Oh, secret rares. Okay. 2.2K. That's expensive. That's a good one. Anybody who got that is going to be in good shape. I'm trying to buy one of these low mint commons, but again, it's definitely tough to buy them. Right now, I'm just trying to find a good deal. But I think everyone else is trying to find a good deal too. I don't want to spend all my money, obviously, on these, so I'm not going to try to go for that set. McFlurry Gate. Does Mariah Carey have a promo freebie going on at McDonald's at the same time? That's hilarious. My sister goes to Wendy's for her drops. That's hilarious. Whatever you got to do, you know? Whatever speeds up your internet fastest. That's hilarious, though. Some of the low comments going for it. Let's see. So we have a 45 going for 2K. It's pretty cheap. Honesty is important. Positivity with blindness leads to accidents. I mean, I don't think there's anyone who, you know, is positive with blindness. I think that's a complete difference of what you're talking about there. Honesty is crucial. I mean, one of the reasons why I decided to keep going live instead of just making a bunch of videos is because I feel like with videos, I mean, you can edit a bunch of times, and a lot of times I get comments saying like people want to see just who I am, right? See who you are as an actual person. And with videos, I feel like you can kind of hide behind of all the edits. But when you go live, especially for hours, like you actually get to see who somebody really is. All right, so we got a little update. We got common 240 in the marketplace. $90 is the floor, almost at 100. All right, uncommon 339 in the market for $48.50. Wow, so it did a lot further. Where's the rare? 228 in the market, $140 is the list price. The secret rare 1.3K now, so it looks like things are dipping down. I guess the commons could dip down below 100 too. Looks like it's staying about that 100 marker right here. Just found a low mint. It's probably bought. Oh, yep, it's been bought. Can't seem to snipe any of the low ones. Sheesh. Imagine if I find the date. 1880s. I'm gonna try to just wait for that legendary number to pop up. Smart move. The person who bought the 45 just bought it and listed it for 6.9K. Yep. Usually you have to close the market and then reopen it and then it'll pop right back up. I agree for sure. Someone sold Secret Rare for 1.5. No, 1.45. Again, anybody new tuning in, if you want to list anything in the market, never use decimal points. Because like this person just did by accident, you know, probably meant to put it for 1,450, but wrote 1.45. Oh wow, the number 45 for 100. Okay, that's crazy because that person just bought it and relisted it for 6.9K. That's what I just saw then. Sometimes deals, will come, will happen. Oh man, the 222. Oh man, look at this. So close to buying this one. I just missed it though. 2222 for 95. Oh my gosh. So close to getting that one, man. Kazuto, man. If it's a private account too. Interesting. That's one you don't want to let go for cheap. Oh my gosh, a 59 for 80. Oh, just missed it. Like, look at this. His name's VeVe King 007. Oh man, VeVe King 007. You do not want to do that, my man. VeVe King 007. You just sold. Oh, see, I feel like it's just new people joining and they just don't know yet. It's very unfortunate. Man, wish I could just steal these deals. Can't even get that one. Interesting. Man, it's a struggle to buy these right now. It's a big struggle. Jesus. I'm trying to lock them in here. This is wild. I can't do it, man. I can't lock it in. Some good numbers too popping up. I just can't seem to get them. I mean, you got to think there's hundreds of thousands of people going for these. Hey, what's going on, Gaming 380? Hello, I'm French. Now have the Coca NFT. How have the Coca NFT? So you're gonna have to download the VeVe app, and then once you download the VeVe app, you make an account, and then you can go into the marketplace, and now you can purchase one of these Coca Cola NFTs. Basically, it's a digital collectible licensed by Coca Cola, to where you can collect it and now take it anywhere in the world with you, and you have the collectible on your phone digitally. I always equate this to, there were CDs at one point, and then it went to digital music streaming, so you could take your music collection anywhere in the world with you. And I think that's happening right now, just with collectibles. Jeez, couldn't get that one either, huh? I'm striking out big time right now. Ooh, that could be a good one right there. I can't. There we go. So it doesn't have a selling fee. Interesting. Trying to lock in a common right now. I mean, the floor is 115, 110, 90. But it looks like the true floor is almost like 150, 170. I just bought a real low edition for 200. I probably overpaid, but I wanted to lock one in case it does go berserk. There's a lot of editions still have to get delivered, so I feel like it could dip. But again, this is Coca Cola, so this is a huge collectible. This is one of those where I'm not going to take a chance of not locking one in. I'm okay with holding a common forever and that I overpaid with. Hmm. It's only 7,000 rare. Uncommon. Wow. Okay. So the uncommon back up to 89, 90 bucks. Interesting. That rare is almost 200 now. Where's that secret rare? Secret rare, 1.8K. Commons 130, 165. Okay, it's moving. Market not loading. I'm still waiting for mine. Not loading. So one thing you have to do is exit the app, like go into here, exit the app like that, and then come back in and open that up. Oh, three-digit comma for 130. That's a steal right there. Steal. I paid 200 for a low mint. I did just get one common. I got an uncommon as well. I'm trying to get a rare. I got an uncommon when it was a little bit lower, like 70-ish. Yeah, I paid 70 for the uncommon. Uncommon's about 89, 80, 90. That rare is getting up there though. Sheesh. Wow, I locked one in. Let's go. I got the rare at the floor. How did I get that? I did not know. I did not expect to be able to lock that in. Every time I kept clicking, it just kept saying error. Holy cow. So I got them all except for the secret rare. I'm really happy about that. Now I'm going to try to double up on a common before it gets crazy. But I think commons already went crazy. 120? Can I lock a 125 in? Nope. Now commons are getting wild. So happy I just locked that in. Wow. 150 for the commons. Uncommon 95. The rares 250 now. 222. Secret rares 1.7, 1.8. I'm gonna try to get a second common here. But I want to pay under 150 for it. I don't want to waste all my gems. I got like 1,200 gems left, so I still have a little bit of amount. Pretty good. I hopefully to, if not finish that Mickey set, at least to get a couple big ones. We don't know how many are in the set. We don't know what's in the set. I think it's gonna be big though, so I'm hoping I have enough gems. But exactly, Paz, a lot of common stuff to be delivered. That's a fact. Common shot up. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Drew. So everybody's trying to get something from the market right now. It's gonna be hard. So it's almost like delayed. The floor prices, if you notice, you try to buy, can't get one. You have to scroll down and buy something that's a little bit more expensive than the floor. But I would suggest only do that if you love the collectible and really have confidence that it's going to shoot up even past what you buy it at. Like, for example, for Homer and Bart, when that got in the marketplace, $60, $70 floor, I couldn't buy one for the life of me. $90 floor. So I just locked one in at $250 or $200, whatever it was. People were like, what are you doing? I was like, I got to lock one in. I love this one. I think it's going to be huge. Then we saw the price go all the way up from 70 to like 700. I'm not saying this one's going to do the same thing, but it could. So that's why for me personally, I wanted to not take a chance. I had enough gems to be able to take that risk. Could the uncommon shoot back down below 70? Absolutely. I mean, it could. Could the common shoot back down below 100? They could. But the polar bear is so iconic. I feel like below 150 is a steal. Like anytime I see it below 150, I'm definitely going to try to buy it. Commons are back up to 175. The rares are 250, 275. Let's see what else is going on in the market here. We got Todd's at 3.5K. Got the Joker, FA Joker at 439. FA Penguin at 440. FA Harley Quinn 335. Nightwing 1K. So we still have a little gem squeeze going on. But Becky Cloonan Batman's up there, 725. Joe M Batman 455. $50 lower than the next one. Laughing Batman 81. Back to the Future Commons 59. Ultra Rare 570. Oh, there it is. The Coca Cola brand. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I was looking for right there. Man, I'm taking a screenshot of that. That's what I love seeing this, man. All these brands, when I go to the market and I search by brands, amazing seeing how many famous, big time brands. Coca Cola, DC, Disney, DreamWorks, Da Vinci, Marvel, 007. Like, this is crazy. Superman's at 1.2K right now. I think that's going to be a big time collectible right there. I forgot to post this on my Instagram. Let me shoot out a post real quick. Crazy, right? It does look like Disney drops. This is what I was kind of saying in the very beginning. Like, I thought I was going to stay out, kind of small, kind of, not very valuable. And then, like I was saying, I said this is going to be like those Disney drops where it's impossible to get, I think. So that's what I was saying. I was trying to come up with that game plan before the market opened. And so I knew right away, okay, this is exactly how I thought it was going to be, like Disney. Can't lock one in right at the floor. So I knew to scroll down at that point, lock one in. That's a little bit more expensive, but I really like this one. I mean, we saw it happen with the James Bond 007 briefcase. I locked one in right away for like $100. I needed that one. I loved it. And then we saw the price go back down. I was like, you know what? I'm okay with that because I love it. I may get a second one when it's really cheap. Same thing for this one. Coca Cola drop. I think it's big. I love this drop. I'm not going for the whole set, but I want to lock one in that I loved. Maybe it's a little bit more expensive, but again, I think it's going to be worth it. Shout out to It's Wonderful. Texting me back right now, brother. Da Vinci, USPS is crazy. Something, something, eat my desk. So bullish, man. I could eat my desk. Shout out to Crypto Far West, man. Locked in and uncommon. Felt like something I don't want to miss out on. I hope I'm really not wrong, but I'm waiting to buy these globes until more of the supply has been delivered. Paz, I don't think you're wrong at all, man. I mean, this is the part that's really going to test you, right? You see the price rise so quickly. Are you going to FOMO in, or are you going to trust your gut, your instincts, and kind of wait? I think you're going to be. I think you're okay with waiting a little bit. Maybe it doesn't happen right away. Maybe it kind of stays with this price until the next drop, Mickey. But maybe they announce a huge drop after Mickey, and then these snow globes back down, and then there's your opportunity, right? So I feel like don't FOMO in if you really don't love this or whatever. I think you do think it's going to be big, though, so you're just waiting for a good opportunity to get in. I think it could go either way. It could explode, but even if it explodes, we see every price come back down eventually, right? So I don't think you're going to miss out completely. It's not like the commons are going to go to $1,000 like today. So not get stuck with a 200 gem common dead boy. You feel me? Absolutely, brother. Or $400 gem Wonder Woman. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Wonder Woman's a crazy story. I have the craziest story about Wonder Woman. I'll tell you guys. So I actually bought my Wonder Woman for $70 at first. Great come up. I knew it was gonna be big. Um, bought my one Wonder. I was trying to buy another one. Wasn't able to lock one in. I didn't pay extra like 150 or whatever at the time. I just, I said I didn't lock one in. That's fine. I got one for 70. But it was a high mint number at the time. So as that price started to skyrocket on Wonder Woman, it was like $400 around that range, almost like a little bit higher, 430 or whatever, right? So I was like, okay, this thing is just skyrocketing like crazy. There had to be groups pushing it. So I was like, let me just sell mine real quick and swap my high mint for a low edition number. So I did. I sold it, and then I swapped. And then I was like the top signal. Everybody saw my name and started freaking out. So then the price just sinks, and I was like, oh no, I swapped at the wrong time. So like swapping like that can hurt you. I mean, it didn't really hurt me because essentially I didn't pay extra for it. I just ended up paying like 430 or whatever the price was for that low edition. But it didn't matter because I just sold for 430. So it ended up I didn't make anything. I didn't lose anything. I just swapped for that low edition number. I went from like a high edition Wonder Woman to a much lower one now. But again, I thought the price was just going to keep running up to like 500. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Common almost at 200. Got a rare this time. 3 digits on drop. Won't sell. That's a Roman Z. A rare 3-digit on the drop. That's a hot oil. That's like a $400 collectible right there easily. Yo, that's amazing. Man, pineapple is about to change the game. That's amazing. Let's see what the prices are now. Let's see. Let's see. We got Coca Cola. Coca Cola. All right, guys. So the common. There's 494 commons in the market. The price is still above 150. It's at 160. Interesting. I still have a feeling it's going to climb back or decrease back down below 150.
but I could be wrong on that. Maybe not. The uncommon, there's 395 in the market for $103. The rare, 315 in the market for $230. Secret rare, there's 90 of them in the market for $2K. Actually went up a little bit. Okay. Pineapple Gang, stand up. Wait till you guys see what he's coming out with, man. I can't wait. Can't wait, man. Such a good dude, too. All right, guys. I'm going to be signing out. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in today. Great live stream. We will be doing a giveaway on Wednesday's drop. We will have a giveaway for everybody. We don't have a giveaway actually today. Then I tried for a couple driving at 85. Now they're 170 plus. Yeah, they went up big time, right? I was trying big time for a comment for the longest time. Eventually, I snagged one. What price did I grab the comment at? I grabbed it at 220, so I grabbed a low min at 220. I was trying to grab it for the longest time, couldn't. But I don't see anyone. I don't see any around my mint numbers below 220, so that's solid. I'm good on buying a snow globe for this person. Yeah, I think they're a little bit too expensive right now. I think with all the drops that we have coming up soon, I do expect maybe a little bit dip in these snow globes. Yeah, Coca Cola is huge, but at the end of the day, when you have Mickey Mouse, when you have a whole bunch of other Disney, NFTs coming, I think Coca Cola gets the short end of the stick with that. Long term, I think these will be good. But like I said before, when someone asked about is this a short term, long term hold, I don't think it's going to do that great short term, just because we do have so many drops coming. Long term, I think it's a good one though. Definitely keep an eye on the market, but I'm gonna be signing off again. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in. Great live stream again. We do have a comic book dropping tomorrow, so that's gonna be a good one. Not not a Holy Grail comic or anything like that. A little just something in between big drops. Luck out, get a secret rare, able to flip that right for some gems. But we're gonna be signing out. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in. Run that like button up, get this shared to everybody else, get the Coca-Cola trending on YouTube. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys big time. See you next drop. We're signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, y'all.